In the year 2847, humanity discovered something terrifying. Deep inside a dead star system, drifting alone through space, they found an alien child. The child wasn't human. It wasn't even remotely familiar. 8 black eyes, gray skin, sharp claws. According to every galactic database, it belonged to the extinct species known as the Carthy, and there was a reason the Carthy were extinct. Thousands of years earlier, they had nearly destroyed the galaxy. They were feared as monsters. Entire civilizations still told horror stories about them, yet there it was, a child. Alone. Crying. Captain. Emma Reyes stared at the small creature through the rescue ship's observation window. "Any signs of weapons?" she asked. The scanner officer shook his head. "No." "Any signs of hostile activity?" "No." The tiny alien simply sat in a corner, trembling. It couldn't have been older than 6 years. Captain Reyes sighed. "Bring it aboard." The bridge erupted with protests. "Captain, that's a Carthy. They're killers. Every historical record says they're dangerous." Emma looked at her crew. "It's a child." Nobody argued after that. The news exploded across the galaxy. Humanity had rescued a Carthy. The Galactic Senate demanded immediate execution. Several governments threatened sanctions against Earth. Experts appeared on every news channel. The Carthy cannot be trusted. They nearly ended civilization. They are born violent. Humanity listened. Then ignored them because humans had seen something the galaxy hadn't. The child wasn't a monster. It was scared. They named him Ash. At first, Ash barely spoke. He flinched whenever someone entered a room. He apologized for everything. When offered food, he asked if he had permission to eat. When given a bed, he slept on the floor. One day, Captain Reyes finally asked, "Why?" Ash's 8 eyes lowered. "Because monsters don't deserve comfort." The room fell silent. No child should think that about themselves. Especially not because the entire galaxy had taught them to. Years passed. Ash grew. He learned human languages, went to human schools. Made human friends. For the first time in his life, he laughed. And slowly, humanity forgot he was different. To them, he wasn't a Carthy. He was simply Ash. Then came the invasion. Without warning, an unknown species emerged from deep intergalactic space. The Vortex swarm. Billions of biological warships. Entire planets vanished within days. Military fleets disappeared. Nothing could stop them. The Galactic Senate panicked. Worlds burned. Refugees flooded every corner of known space. For the first time in history, extinction seemed possible. Ash was 22. When the Vorax reached Earth. Human fleets fought desperately, but they were losing. Every strategist reached the same conclusion. Humanity had weeks left, maybe days. Ash sat silently in the war room, studying battle reports. Then he froze. His claws tightened. His heart raced. Because he recognized something. The Vorax tactics. Their formations. Their command structure. Everything. A memory surfaced. An ancient Carthy memory. Something passed down through generations. The Carthy hadn't been monsters, they had been guardians. Thousands of years ago, they had fought the Vorax, and when at terrible cost, the galaxy never learned the truth because the Carthy died before they could tell it. History remembered them as destroyers, not saviors. Ash rushed into the Senate emergency meeting. Security tried to stop him. The leaders barely looked up. Until Ash shouted, "I know how to beat them." The room went silent. 3 days later, the largest fleet in galactic history assembled. Humans, aliens, former enemies, all following instructions written by a species everyone thought was evil, a species everyone had hated. A species everyone had misunderstood. Battle lasted 19 hours. Entire fleets were lost. Stars themselves seemed to shake. Then, at the final moment, Ash executed the ancient Carthy strategy, a maneuver forgotten for thousands of years. The Vorax command network collapsed, their fleets lost. Coordination. Chaos spread instantly. For the first time ever, the swarm retreated. The galaxy was saved. Weeks later, celebrations erupted everywhere. Statues were built. Parades filled the streets. But the most important event happened on the galactic capital. Before trillions of viewers, the Senate president approached Ash. Then did something nobody expected. He knelt. The entire chamber followed. Not in submission. In respect. For thousands of years, the president said, "We called your people monsters." Ash remained silent. The president's voice trembled. "We were wrong." Ash looked across the crowd. Humans stood beside dozens of alien species. All united. All alive. Because one human captain had chosen compassion instead of fear. One simple decision. One rescued child. One act of kindness. Years later, history books would record a single sentence. The galaxy survived because humanity adopted the monster that wasn't a monster at all. And that became one of the greatest HFY lessons ever learned. Humans see family where others see enemies. And sometimes that changes the fate of the universe. The end. The end.